All right, it looks like I'm live again. I'm not going to attempt to go over to YouTube. I'm just going to try and deal with it through the backstage. I've turned every other thing off. This is the only tab open besides my email. So I thought we would do that. I'm going to put this one right here because we have little ones over here, and then I'd like to, I don't want all the little ones to be at the top and all the big ones to be at the bottom. But I was working while I was waiting for it to restart because, as you know, it's a process. I'm sorry. I will have to make getting the computer replaced up. It's apparently going to be a bigger problem than I thought. I thought I had at least another, 4 or 5 months in it. So sales are now only for the purpose of getting enough money to replace the computer. Unfortunately. So we need something nice and thin, but that doesn't take up the whole. Cover up too much of that. That's probably why I wanted to put it at the bottom, because you've got more white space. Let's see if we can peel it back up. We'll see. We may be able to reposition it. Nope, it's not going to happen. Okay. Well, it was worth a shot, right? But yeah, I think I'm just going to have to knuckle down and buy something cheap to get by in the meantime. I mean, Elle seems to be working okay, but she doesn't really, she games, but she does not game the way I game. So playing Wizarding 101 is not going to tax your computer. But I can't continue like this because it keeps booting me off. And that makes me more unreliable than I already am. Let's see. Could we maybe trim that eyeball down significantly? Let's see about this. No reason not to have eyeballs in her. It doesn't have to be shorter necessarily, but it does need to be thinner. I don't like this not being able to, it's the whole sound. It just means the whole thing is going. I am going to take some stuff off it this weekend onto the portable, and maybe that will help for a short time. I've been meaning to do it for a while. I just haven't got around to it. So I think it's probably time. And I think I'm probably just going to be sitting here talking to myself till the end, because usually after it goes out like that, I can't get back on. I don't even have any way to know if anybody can hear me. I'm using mostly glue stick for this because it's lightweight magazine images, and most of them are quite small. There's no reason to use wet glue, really, unless we have something that might be difficult to put down. And I don't really want to use any thicker paper on here because it's such a small roll. I did put an end on it. This is something else is working on, and I didn't get it all the way stuck down. She's working on some wax thread for tomorrow's sale. Gorgeous colors. I already snagged some. I've already paid her. Every now and then I get a little sneaky preview of something, and I'm allowed to. Okay, let's see if that sticks. So I'm just going to roll it onto this. So it's what the wax thread comes on when you buy it in bulk. And then, so I'll just roll that onto there. So we have a roll for that. Okay. So what do we want to put down next? We've got a couple of eyeballs to choose from. I think that's probably a pretty good whole image right there. It's a little soon to do because we got, you know, a couple big images here. I think we might want that a little further down the roll. So let's put that right there. I think we could work with this. Let me find something that I like for the top. I like the swimming girl, but we can also trim off a little bit of the bottom of this because it's just leafy bits. So we can afford to lose some from there, quite honestly. I don't know what we're gonna do with our Tiny Teeny, but gonna be fun. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it exactly like that. So ink this up and we'll put her down first. Then we'll put those oranges. Woohoo! I could sing the all by myself song, but you know what? I can't sing worth a damn. So yeah, I'm gonna pull as much of the images off here as I can. A bunch of the digitals and stuff like that. Because I do have a portable drive. I don't think that was quite dark enough. Let's try this blue right here. It's a little brighter, and this is a light picture, so it'd be nice if we had something that popped off it a little bit. But we'll use something else on that. The oranges picture. I've got this brown one. I think it's a brown. Could be black. Yeah, it's black. I'm pretty sure. Or it's a very, very dark brown. One of those things is true. Oh, I've got it on top chat. Let me try live chat just in case. Oh boy. Hi, Carla. Hope you can hear me. Could you let me know if you can hear me? You don't have to say a whole bunch of stuff. Just like when Sherry put in her ones because she's busy, and that's, you know, just hitting any key will work. Just so I know that you can hear me. All right, now where did oh, here it is right here. So this was your suggestion. If you can hear me, what do you think? How's it turning out? I like it so far. It's going to be a challenge for me to find and use small images in a pleasing way. Maybe this will eventually get me more comfortable with ATCs. It's a size I don't work with often. All right, so let's do that. I need to find lots more like this and maybe even a little smaller. That would probably be good. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. I think it's cute. I'm going to need to do some trimming, though. There's a little bit of... I'm trying to be careful about it, but I don't think there's any way to totally not go over the edge. It just happens sometimes. Images move and stuff like that. So, but this is fun. I'm looking at it on the camera and I like it. I don't think we're going to get many people back. I think people are used to that happens and I can't get back on. So I was saying to myself earlier, I'm going to have to move up my timeline on the new computer. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, but I'll figure something out. We'll have to have a couple of... I may have to destash more things. There's not a whole lot left to destash, though. Get my shop open back up probably. Oof. All right. So we've got like a little, trying to figure out which way it goes here. I think it's like this, a little water scene right there. And that looks nice right there. Let's do that. Let's put that down. It's okay. It was a good day. It's just hot. I went and sat outside a couple times. There's a little breeze, so we got we're in the broiler. It's the broiler and the hair dryer time of year, you know. Other than the weather, everything is good. I'm just frustrated about the computer. I know, bueno. But it is what it is. You know, these are the challenges life gives us. It will all work out the way it's meant to. You can't have just sales on your channel. That doesn't feel right. There's got to be also content and interaction. I like making money, but it's not the primary reason I'm actually here. So I do like that a lot. I like how that's coming along. Let's see, what can we do? Some of these, once you cut them out, it's hard to tell what they're supposed to be. We've got quite a few food ones. There was a little farmer's market spread. Ooh, chickens, chickies in a chickie coop. Let's do that. I like that. Okay. You were out on PTO again? Is that just you choosing to take the day off, or you got something else going on? We did go and have like a snack festival at Albertsons. We didn't eat at Albertsons, but we left with the express purpose of buying shit food. And I was all proud of myself the other day. It's like I went to the grocery store where nobody could tell me no because I was paying for my own food and Ellis wasn't there to go, should you really eat that? And I didn't buy anything sweet. Anything sweeter than a banana because I bought some bananas. But I bought a bag of donuts. Ooh. Hey, Adria. How you doing? You've been nauseated? That's no good. And then I got this. And this candy bar was as expensive as the bag of donuts. Ugh. This was like $4 and change, dudes. Seriously. I bet it smells good, though, if I open it. I'm not going to open it. Urgent Care had no clue what was going on. And you didn't eat any food on the verge or anything like that? Oh, this is a little kitchen thing. Okay. It's like a timer and a whisk and some measuring cups and a couple other little things on here. So let's try that. I wonder if we put it down this way so that we have, because there's like, you can barely see that there's like it's like a biscuit cutter, but you can barely see that it's there. So that might be a good option for there. Oh, I know. But it's intense dark chocolate and blood oranges. I think that's what it says. Oh, intense dark blood orange. Do you think they got enough dark on here? It's dark, you motherfuckers. So I'm going to keep that to go in a Scraps of Joy at some point. Because these little boxes, you can fold them out and use them as a page or a pocket or something. So this is our Tiny Tini. I've been working on it. I started it while I was trying to restart the computer. But this is what we've got so far. Little boy running with his dog. There's some vegetables. I think that might be Jay-Z. I'm not sure. Some guys at a basketball court. Some acorn squash. I think that's a chandelier on a ceiling. There's some killer whales right here in the ocean, plus the surfer girl. I used Last Tango in Minneapolis to cover up a blank spot. The couple, the eyeball, the honey. I love our little swimmer girl. So I think we're doing okay so far. I think it's all right. What was I going to do? I had a picture. Uh-oh. Oh, here it is right here. I found it. For carafeta, fake proteins, and Zofran. Okay. Is that for like stopping the nausea? I don't know anything about those things. I've lost the picture. Oh, there it is. Oh my God. The last of the paper is on the drying rack. I thought I only had one rack left of papers worth in there, but I forgot I had put some lightweight cardstock in the bottom. Oh, wrong way. I want to go this way. So I got down to the bottom. I'm like, there's like two of the. I now have 12 racks. Mike made me another 4. I think I told you guys that. And there's just a little space there, so I'm just gonna try and rub it with the ink a little bit. Cover it up. There we go. And then we'll take got a napkin rolling around here somewhere and wipe the extra off. There we go. There we go. Thanks, Adria. And nausea and oh, do you have an ulcer? I didn't know that, or I have forgotten. Short attention span theater. So I'm just gonna roll this up a little bit. I think I'm gonna have to put something on here to keep it rollerized for a while. Otherwise, it's gonna go everywhere. I wonder. Yep, I have 2 of these, so that will allow me to not have it everywhere. Okay. So let's see. Oh, we could do that, and then save the other half of the picture for another spot. Okay, let's see. Where do we need to trim that at? I think right there. Creative use of foods. If we put it further down the line, we won't even know it's related, probably, other than we know it's related. That sucks. Ulcers are icky stuff. My ex had one. It was not fun for him. But he wouldn't go to the doctor for it. He just wanted to be miserable. Well, he didn't want to be miserable, but he didn't like doctors. I don't know, maybe because his mom was a nurse. I think she took him to the doctor a lot when he was a kid. She was big on prescribing meds for everything. So she would take him around to doctors and get him prescribed meds for all kinds of things he probably didn't honestly need. That's my opinion. She was a proponent of better living through chemistry. I remember you when you were in the hospital. I do. That was no fun. We were all so worried about you. No bueno. So I have some of the black and white pictures here from that magazine because they were smaller ones. So that should be fun to include. These flowers are pretty. But we can probably cut that down some. Maybe to the halfway point. I'm going to give it a try. Again, we don't want I don't want to leave a blank edge at either end of everything. And then while we were at the grocery store, we walked into the deli slash bakery area, and they had a hot wing bar out. So I got some hot wings, buffalo medium, and some other kind that were, woo! It was a little sweet taste, but it packed a little bit of a punch. It had a punch. But it was delicious. And that was my dinner. And Els made little pizzas for lunch. I haven't had those in forever. They tried to kill me, my blood glucose. Whoa. That's not good. Carla. Never tried. You know, you really, not you personally, but people who wind up in the hospital, they really need an advocate. Because hospitals will heal you to death. I feel like it's like an ongoing experiment, you know? This is what I think we should do. Let's see what happens. I think they just have so many standard procedures that they don't even, like, you're just a chart and not a human being, you know? I think that'll work. Yeah. You weren't that far off, girl. But I bet you felt terrible. That is not a good feeling. Happened to my dad a couple of times. Because he was diabetic. Not coma level, but he got fairly low a couple of times. It's quite dangerous. And it's not good for your heart over the long haul. Nope. That might work. There's just a little gap right there, and I don't like it. Let's see if I can find something small to put in there. Just to fill the gap. Okay, that could work depending on what we put over here. I've got a little stand of trees. And then we've got a wave right here. That might be too much blue together, but it fits the spot nicely. If I trim this side up, it's a little crooked. It was the county hospital. Oh boy. I'm glad you made it out alive. It's not good when the hospitals try to kill you. Go just like that. Get that all lined up. Ooh, there's Get a Grip. That's a nice one. Nope, don't like it. Not there anyway. Let's see. Maybe we want to go ahead and do our big a big picture right here. I think that could be nice right there. Let's do it. My clicks have a couple of. Ooh, yeah, do they? I never look at those preview emails. I really should. They're always like, there's a new movie coming on that we think you'll like. And sometimes I click on it when I read them before. I'd be like, oh, that does look good. And other times I'd be like, who the hell do you think you're showing this movie to? So what are you looking forward to? What sounds particularly good to you? I'm just inking up another image in preparation for the next round. Els went in search of not dark chocolate. That's me. She likes the white chocolate. That is her jam. It's too sweet for me, but she loves it. She's found a particular bar that she really enjoys, and they carry it at Albertsons. She also got a bag of donuts. And then Els went by Sandy's room before we left and said, we're going out for snacks. Sandy immediately whipped her hair down out of the claw that was holding it. It was like putting on her shoes. You don't need to say more. I'm on my way. Three ladies at the store looking for snacks. What did Sandy get? Sandy got, those little hand pie things. We both got a Boston cream pie, which I didn't enjoy as much as I wanted to. You really? I think it's too sweet, but I know quite a few people that really love it. I'm a fan of the dark chocolate, obviously. Okay. Now we do need some words down here to cover that up. So let's do that. Let's put in a flash right there. Let's do it. She got some rib tips. Where I got the wings at, they had some prepared boxes of rib tips. Elle's got some rib tips. Sandy bought a personal sized watermelon. Nope, we didn't buy any. We almost did. They had little mini cheesecakes there. They were like about this big. They were still cute. I bought donuts instead, though. Today, the cheesecake is all yours, my dear. How you been, Miss Angie? Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about the words. Just taking care of two things at once. And I am a crooked gluer. It is a true story. It works for the motorcycle, the guy on the motocross bike, and the guy poised for running. Okay, I'm going to take these off for a second and roll this up a little bit more. This is our first day on the Tiny Tini, which was a Carla suggestion. It sounded like fun. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do next? I thought it might be fun to include this little bit of extra stationery. It came, one of those Halloween memo pad, to-do list type things. Not all of them make it out alive, Doing okay. Have to go Wednesday to see a surgeon. You have a knot. I have a knot come up. Oh. Well, that's no fun. Well, I hope the surgeon has good news for you. I hope that'll be a good, productive meeting. Netflix was Inherited and Nightmares and Daydreams. Ooh, okay. Let me write those down on the side over here. Ooh, I started Look Alive 25. My books came today. So I got Look Alive 25. I already have 26. And then I got Game On 28. Fortune and Glory 27. And Going Rogue, Rise and Shine 29. Oh, Tantalizing 27 and 10. So they did it. Tempting 28, even though they gave them other names as well. So Tempting 28, Tantalizing 27, Rise and Shine 29. And I managed to somehow snag, I thought they were all paperback size, mass market. So I can check them out. Inheritance. And Nightmares and Daydreams. Titles sound promising. All right, I will be sure to check them out. Woohoo! Okay. I was doing this. I lose my train of thought so easily. Elsa's prepping for her sale today. She started yesterday. I have some stuff ready for my next sale too. I gotta look at when it is. Shouldn't be too far behind hers. I'm shooting for 2 a month because one large one would take up such an amount of time, Let me, don't fall over. Almost went with the paper trimmer, went head over heels. Let me look at the calendar and see when I think my next sale should be. So this is just fun. I think this is just for fun. We can tell a little story about it, in words and stuff. I need a little tiny word for right here. And I have a bunch. I think this orange, not that orange folder, this big ass orange folder right here has some words in it. So let me have a look and see if I can find something that I like for this spot right here. Oh, there's a small image. We got the cat's pajamas. We need something small. We got Bless This Mess. Go Crazy. That's still even a little too big. Let's see. Oh, here's another small image, though. I should collect up some of these small images. Look at that. We've got Dig In. Alternate with Wicked Witch, right? Different kind of Yellow Brick Road right there. As long as I'm in here, I might as well pull out what we can use. Do. Anyway, so yeah, I have snackies. Elsa spoiled me. Now I have to put she keeps the donuts in the fridge, and every now and then she'll come in with 2 donuts, and it's my donut allotment. But they were always cold, and now I ate the warm ones. I'm like, it's not the same. So now I have to have my donuts cold. That's some kind of crazy shenanigans. I know there's a bunch of words in here. They're just in between stuff. I'm sorry. I think this one's too big. Yeah. Oh, here's some words. Okay. Go out with a bang. Oh, look, there's my other I did it. I found my I did it. Because we could put like something in the background, like some collage fodder. Oh, there's some nice small flowers. That could work. There's some wildflowers we could probably cut down. Oh, there's another little one. I was looking through those Feel Good Now. Oh, here's some fall leaves. That's just about the right size. Yes, please. Let's see. Oh, no. Can we fit that on there? No, he's a little too big. Shucky darn. Okay, here's a couple of small ones that I think we could use. Will they fit? Nope, just a little too big. That would have been fun. Would have been fun. I thought there was another pile of words in here when I looked through this earlier. Okay. Oop. I have to get out the big box of words tomorrow or next time because I have. But we could put a little bit of collage fodder right there. What if we put these leaves behind there? What if we trim that down just a smidge? We put them. I don't want to necessarily cover up the whole thing. I think that would work. Okay, close for the next sale. Okay, I'm going to have to do the weekend of the 15th and the weekend of the 29th, it looks like. That gives me just enough time to wrap up what I've got going on in the garage. I already have some things picked out. None of the boxes that I've been making jewelry box out of them. I didn't like my work, but I think most artists don't always like what they do, but because you only see your mistakes, what you feel are your mistakes. But when other people look at it, they're like, oh my God, that's so gorgeous. And I have seen some of your work. I've seen some of your yo-yos and stuff. You do good work, girl. It's awesome-tastic. Never doubt that. Okay, that is just actually the right size. Let's ink it and make it happen. Let's do it. Oh, you're very welcome. it also matters, are you enjoying what you're doing? Are you having fun with it? Because we all know Els isn't a super huge fan of collage stuff, but I love it. And just because it's not Elsa's jam doesn't mean I would, stop doing it. So we all got to go with the things that we like to do. It's important in life. Enjoy what you do as much as you can. So much of your life is out of your, out of your choice. Sometimes you take a job you have to take. Sometimes, your family's not the best. Sometimes, you just, things don't work out the way you want them to. But for anything that you can decide brings you joy and you have time for it in your life, I say grab it and go. Hey, Christine, how you doing? Great to see you, girl. I hope you're doing good. How's the gaming? Hope you're kicking butt. There we go. This is our Tiny Tini for anybody new in. We started a little Tiny Tini action to encourage me to save small images out of magazines and reuse them. So that's groovy. You need to scale back on that a bit. It's annoying. Well, and they can be. I will say, I love the game I played, the Misty Continent, but sometimes it turns into like a sausage fest in there. There are all these guys. They're like, we're gonna go raid everything, and they don't. It becomes like a boys' club, and I get annoyed with that. But there are other annoying things about games, depending on what you play, for sure. Well, thank you for including us in your break time. I appreciate it. Okay, I need something for right here. I do. I'm going to have to settle for something I've got, because let me trim down this happy and see if I can't make that work. There's a lot of extra space around it. Maybe we can fit it in if I trim it down just a smidge smaller. I finally finished trimming down, processing all those images from the other day. I got the last of those done today. And then I sorted a bunch out, for this and for the Food-a-Teeny and the Face-a-Teeny. Now after this, I got to get all the I think I actually want to push that over a little bit. Like that. There we go. So just get them in their appropriate places. Because I try and file them by category, Sometimes by size. But we just found some more new ones when I was looking for some words. So how fun is that? Okay, too soon for that. Same color. We don't want same color. But we've got some grapes on the vine. That's fun. I think they go this way. Uh-oh, loose edge. Loose edge. Let's see, what else do we have? I've got Witch Hazel. Laugh and the world laughs with you. Cackle maniacally. And people back away very slowly. We'd have to cut it down, though. Let's see about that. Let's see. See if I trim it down just a bit. what we can get on the page. Well, that's just about perfect. Trim a tiny bit more at the top, and I think we've got it. Okay. Yep, okay. So let's not put words right next to words, though. I do like this. Let's see if we can make this fit. I do like that a lot. The alternate Wicked Witch of the West. And her summer sandals, even. Which one got the Wicked Witch of the South? Is that the one that got the house on her? Yep, that'll work. I'm just being weird, sorry. I got a catalog, lay it by the desk for later. I got a category. If I do that, though, I'll wind up with a mountain. What happens, though, is they go into piles on my desk, and then they start to intermingle, and I have to resort them. So I'm going to try tonight to get as much of it put in. I have this type of thing for some of it. And then, oh, there's where some words are. And then I have some like of those dollar store open bins, you know, that I keep some stuff in. So it's a thing. It's semi-organized. But generally speaking, I have images everywhere. If there is a surface with some stuff on it, I can guarantee you there's at least one magazine image or word inside that stack of stuff. I woke up with them plastered to my face a couple of times, crumpled in the bed in the morning. All right, let's roll this up a little bit more. All right. Okay, now I think we can comfortably. Oh, it's not quite so put together. Although we don't want too much big images right next to each other. Look at this other one. I think that'll be fun. On thicker paper. I wonder if it came out of a book of some sort. Okay, so let's see what we want to do here. I do want to use this stand of trees. I like it. So what if we do that? And then we work on, that may have to go down there. Okay, let's see what we can do. I can trim it just a small tiny bit off the. All right, good night, Angie. Thanks for coming and spending some time with us. All the cheesecake is yours for now, but someday. Get good rest, girl. Just know one day. I'm just being silly. All right, so we got our little skier right here. Let's make sure we got it as close to the edge as we can get it. Not always the best at that. And then we've got our little trees, which are definitely oriented like that. Now I think that's okay. We're not cutting right into the skier there. Rehydration of glue sticks. Oh, I don't know. I think you could take the glue stick out of the tube and maybe put it in like a baby food jar or something and add a little, a tiny bit of water at a time and kind of mash it into something that you could brush on. But I don't know that rehydrating it in the stick would be possible. It really depends on how dried out it is, honestly. Once they're fully dried out, it's like petrified glue. I don't think there's any hope for it. I would get very mad at myself when I let the top of a glue stick get real hard, because then you essentially just have to break that chunk off and move on. You know? Know what I'm saying? Okay, so we need a nice skinny image. Skinny mini. I think I have the right solution. Hold on. I think I've got it. Oops. But I cut it crooked. I have to drive 70 miles one way to get glue sticks. Oh no. You only get one use out of them, Carla? I have some Amazon. They were brand new, but they dry out quickly. I have never had that problem. We live in the desert. As long as the cap's on tightly, I never really had a problem. I don't get it. But, you know, things are weird everywhere you go. Okay, that should work out nicely. Let's just do up the edges and get it glued down. This is more fun than I thought it was going to be. I got to be honest with you. I did not think I was going to enjoy this. I thought it would be a little bit of a pita. But I'm liking the look of it, and it's not nearly, well, it's not annoying at all, honestly. It makes me think hard about where things fit in and different ways to use the images, you know. I like it. Because I got to be honest, these blue ones I'm using, they sat in the closet for over a year. Because I bought them on sale. I don't even know where. There were 2 giant packs of them. It might have even been at the thrift store. These 2 big plastic packs, like back to school packs, and they had probably 12 sticks in each pack. And then I took them out of the package and put them in the pockets in the door. And I've been slowly using them up. So they're at least 2 or 3 years old. Oh, maybe it's because they're a knockoff brand. I don't know. I have honestly never tried Amazon glue sticks. I think Els has tried them all, though. I'll ask her if she's had that problem. Or if she knows how to rehydrate, if it's possible to rehydrate them. That one I don't know on. I would be tempted, if they're not like totally petrified rock hard, to put them in some kind of small jar that's sealable and mash them up with some water. And then see if I can. Then I would use like a shitty brush to brush paint on stuff. You have to be careful though, because you don't want to make it soupy. I'm using bright edges on some of these black and white images. I think I like it. Okay. You're still working. Yeah, I buy them by the 30s, but I don't like the purple ones. I find them to be too soft. But that's, my personal opinion. Everybody likes a different kind of glue, I found that to be very true. Els and I even don't like the same. Like, she doesn't like Aleene's at all. But I love aliens. I loves it. Ooh, I got all your stickers in a pile, Carla. These are going to be so much fun. Look at that. I think I'm going to save a lot of them for my fall glue book, but a number of these, among them the orange dryers, like the handful of leaves. This is just my jam. I love. There's so many fun ones in here. So I did get a look at all of them late last night. Candy corns. I would never eat a candy corn, but they are fun. So thank you. These are made of awesome. But I got to look at every single one of them. Doesn't it, though? An orange washer, definitely. I think it's a set of dryers, but it could be open front washers. They're so awesome, though. I'm just rolling the roll up a tiny bit more. Okay, so I think now we can go with this one. I think that's just enough. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know what I'd do if I ran out of glue, though, honestly. It would be a heartbreaking day for me. And Elle's bought through the auction site. Let me grab them. I think it's the same size as this one, but I'm not sure. A 6-pack from the Nella's auctions. And I think they were $4 after the fees and everything. You know, there's like a fee. And it was cheaper than if you. These are that one I just showed you is the size you buy at the dollar store, and I just refill it because it's easier on my wrist than. So this one's even a little bit smaller, but so maybe I'll move into a smaller bottle that might even be easier to, because mine is getting like it's covered in glue and it's gross, and I've been using it for over a year. And sent me twice. Oh, no fun. Okay. She loves pinups. I kept a couple, but I put them on her desk and they have since disappeared. So I think they got the seal of approval. Pinups are totally her jam. I'm not saying I don't like pinups because I do, but I don't love them the way she does. There's a certain kind of look for pinups that I look for. I'm not saying I'm pickier. I like a narrower range, I think. I'll have to find one that I really like and show you guys at some point. There we go. So we got Witch Hazel in here. That makes me happy. And oh, is that how I wound up with the stencils? Hey, I'm not going to fault that because it probably cost you more to send them back. What was I going to do? I came over here to look at something. Oh. Okay. So that's fun. Okay. What else do we want to put on here? How about some, probably not another big image. Let's see if we can bring it down to a couple of small ones. What about another eyeball? What if we cut the eyeball down just a little bit? Make it a little narrower. I got a little bit of the hiccups. Oh boy. Let's use this soft sagey, this like, I don't know. It's kind of sagey a little bit. It's not, it's pretty, it's a pretty green. It's very light. I wish they had names on them. I hate it when a color doesn't have a name. Drives me a little batty. Okay. Eyeball. This will be your second eyeball on here. And I think they're actually from the same person. I think it was an allergy ad and I cut straight across and took both the eyes, each one, you know, and cut them apart. All right, so there's a start. I only got them for the spider web one. I like a couple of the, I gotta admit, There are 3, including the spider web, that I really love. The other 2, I think I'm going to cut down a little bit because there are parts of them that I don't like. And I think if I cut the one part off, I can flip it over and get kind of 2 prints on one print. That way, I think that's what I'm thinking of. What do we want to do here? What's our next thing? Okay, what about this nice, some kind of animals in a field? I really can't tell what kind of animal. I think it's dogs running in a field. I think that's what it is. So we're going to cut some of the sky off because we have to. Try not to cut the tree down though. And then we'll cut a little bit off the bottom. And hopefully that will do us. Oops, now I've cut it too small. Phooey. Okay. Don't be so crazy. Okay. I'm going to try just cutting the top off a little bit, and then we'll go from there. Just a little bit more. We'll cut a little tiny wedge off the bottom. I'm watching something on Hulu called Arrow, which is the last name of I think a forensic pathologist. It's a show based out of Australia, and I'm enjoying it. The guy's kind of a dick as a character. Some of the time, you know. But I have actually enjoyed it. I don't know how many seasons there are. I'm in season 2. I haven't. And I think there are only 4 episodes in the first season. But I think they're longer than our episodes normally go. I want to say they're maybe over an hour. I'm not sure. You liked Arrow? I binged the first season last week. I love his character. He's such a dick, but I love him. And I'm dying to know, what happens as the season progresses with the body. He was the Quincy Emmy, right? But he cares so much about his job, even though he's an asshole. He really does care about, solving the crime. Which what makes the plot twist kind of ironic, right? But I can't wait to see where it goes. Let's just say I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I think I'm going to go ahead and put that one right there. I think I'm going to do it. I think I kind of see where the storyline is going. And it's nice to see something. It's nice to see a crime drama out of another country, You see a lot of British ones. I've never seen one out of Australia, so that's kind of fun. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot Quincy lived on a boat. It's been a million years since I thought about Quincy. I think if I cut a little bit into this woman's boobs, we'll be able to fit this picture on here. Those boobs were out there, man. A little bit more. Okay, I think that should do it. Just so. And I'm not going to ink this one because it's a black and white image and I don't see any white edges. So let's just glue it. Let's glue it. Oh, and we went to did I tell you? Oh, the day we went and picked up the paper, which I think was yesterday or the day before. I can't remember anymore. Might have been yesterday. One of the things we got at the thrift store, Els bought a cupcake book for Mike. Oh my God, there's a chocolate cordial cherry cupcake in the list. I haven't seen Quincy in a million years. You know what I really liked? And it's not actually that old of a show. I love Diagnosis Murder with Dick Van Dyke. Love that show. Him and the younger guy that played his son. I got a real kick out of that one. I did. Okay, I don't want to cover that up because there's the little dog right there. Frolicking. It seems rude to just cut him off like that, man. Let's see, what else do we have in here for small images? I think that would work. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Let's do it. You don't like, oh, Cherry. Cherry's not a cherry person. Oh, no. Well, if it makes you feel any better, you could use any kind of fruit and a flavored liqueur in it. It does not have to be cherry, chocolate cherry. You could use raspberries or peaches even. Just match the liqueur to, it called for a coffee liqueur in the cordial cherry one, but I think any number of liqueurs could work. Liqueur. But Mike's our baking husband. There's a YouTube channel called Hercules Candy, and they're in upstate New York. They make cherry cordial truffles double dip. I bet they're yummy. I'm gonna have to check out that. There's a YouTube channel for a candy maker. I'm totally gonna watch that. Hercules Candy. I think Carla knows the whole internet. At $9. Woof. Hey Bonnie, how you doing? You caught me working on a Tiny Tini. Well, my computer's giving me shit. It's hard to catch me live anymore. It's just me and the computer wrestling in this room. We're trying to do the small images. Turn them into a thing. But it's a receipt roll or adding machine tape. You could use it for either thing. Old school adding machine tape / cash register paper. They moved to his new shop. Oh, they're going for modern, less handmade. Roseanne loves cherry cordials. You love tiny everything. It's coming out pretty good. This is the first night, and I put a serious dent in it. We've already got here. We'll roll it back some. It'll be fun. We're just tearing along. So Carla suggested it. So there's where we're at. We're just rolling it the other way now. The Wicked Witch of the West in her summer look. Or is it North? Which one got hit by the house? West was the one that was looking for revenge. I need to glue some edges down, obviously, but from the rolling. But that's the whole roll. It's been kind of fun. It's a challenge to use small images. For me, I don't usually work small. I like big. Partially because I'm getting, my sight's not so great, but this has actually been very fun. And we're just putting all kinds of We'll probably wind up with stickers and stuff on here, you know, whatever we've got that's small and fits the bill. All right, let's put these back on here so it doesn't just fling away into the other side of the desk. Fat Kitty and Cat Clive is sleeping all day. Oh, yeah. Winter, that'll do it. Makes them want to curl up in a big fluffy ball. It's fun, right? It's a challenging size, but in a good way. I haven't started swearing yet, so there's that. Okay, we've got a little picture of some fruits, and we'll have to trim it down just a bit, but I think it'll be fine. I think let's try just cutting a little bit off there and see how that goes. I think that'll be fine. Everything in the cornstarch room left, and there's a girl who replaced him. I'm gonna have to check out this channel, Carla. Now I'm intrigued. Hercules candy, huh? Have to give it a little. I won't be able to afford chocolates at $8 a piece, but I can sure watch them make. I'm gonna send a link to Mike. I think he might dig it. He's from the Buffalo area. He might even know. If it's been around a while, he might know of it. He loves chocolate sponge candy or orange, some kind of sponge candy. I don't know, but he don't tell. I'm gonna try and order him some for Christmas from there. It's his favorite candy in the whole world. Steve doesn't get shook by much. So, and it doesn't matter if I make smudges on it because we're gluing over it anyway. I'm gonna glue over the whole thing. We may be nearing the end of tonight's session because we're over an hour, but also I'm running low on images. I think I might have glued this one upside down. Oops, too late now. Okay, so we're going to cut, whoever this is, we're going to cut some of his, I think we're going to cut his pants off. It's just going to be the naked chest. I think that'll work. I've gone all glue stick on this one, and I have a crooked edge. Oh, I'm the worst cutter ever. I've just been trying to use the scissors because they're small images. But me and a straight line are not best friends. That's all I'm saying. A few days I was making the recipe cards from a chocolate cookbook. Chocolate mud cake. Well, we went for a big old snack run today. Collectively, we bought 2 bags of chocolate donuts. I bought this, where'd it go? I bought this intense dark blood orange Ghirardelli bar, hot wings, a personal watermelon, a cantaloupe, rib tips, and Els bought white chocolate. So that's 3 people's worth of snackies. You've ordered candy twice from Lofty Pursuits. So I can't wait to try this. I think it's going to be very good. Blood orange and chocolate is a good mix. Unless you hate blood oranges, in which case, probably not so much. Okay. I want to put this image on, I think. So I'm going to trim a little bit off the top. And then we're going to have to find something that fits in that little spot right there. And then let's decide. So right about, I see kind of where. If I could cut a straight edge, this would be great. This is a little bit thicker than all the other images. Just about right. Okay. You know me, I've got to include a little bit of the weird and everything. You've been craving a schnitzel? Gosh, I haven't seen one of those in a million years. You probably have to find like a homegrown German type place. They make good schnitzel. Yeah, with working with food stuff, oh man. When we work on the foodatini though, oh my god. Do I crave food when we work on the foodatini? Big time. I may have to put real glue on this. This is a much thicker piece, which I sat here and said I probably wasn't going to use until I pulled this image out, and I'm like, that has to go on there. It's just a weird. So they took dude off to the airport last night. Alex and them, and he's on his way to New York. He's going to see a real Broadway show. It's part of his the end of the school. It's actually, even though it's summer now, it's actually a school field trip. You need to find a little old lady who cooks schnitzel and will share with you. Okay. So what do we want to put in that itty bitty tiny space? What if we just take a little slice of this vegetables? Think about the size of this tomato over here, and then we cut that down a little bit. To right about there. There we go. See? Problem solved. New York is as bad as we've seen. I don't honestly know. I have never lived in or been to New York or New York City or New York State. But I think even the people in New York are like, what the F, you know? I don't think that I think it's probably not as bad as the news is showing, but I think it's worse than probably it's been in a while. It's just weird. But I don't think anything's ever as bad as the news portrays it. They like to make everything more salacious and incendiary than it really is. That's my feeling on, because now news is a business. It's not a public service, and it's a for-profit business for sure. All right, look at all that glue and ink. Glue and ink everywhere. So we've been on for an hour and 20, guys. So it's 9:20 here. That's 10:20, 11:20, and 12:20 across the country here in the United States. I would believe that. There are some of those states up, around the Great Lakes and stuff. They're not the best places. Hey, Amanda, welcome. It's Friday there. It's Thursday night here. Early Friday morning for some on the East Coast. Which papers, hon? These are just magazine images. All kinds. I had some, what did we have? We had some kind of cooking magazines. Welcome. It's great to see you. We're just getting ready to go off, unfortunately. But this is like I learned this from Bonnie, actually. She did a collage roll, a regular size one that was using up truly a junk roll. It was fabulous when she was done with it. But we've been inspired for just like that, made out of papers glued together. We did a foodatini. I've done a face-a-tini. We've got a neighborhood-a-tini going. And this is a tiny teeny. So let's look back at what we did today, because everything on this roll was done today. There's our fun girl. We're going to end with her and start with her next time. Thank you, Bonnie. You are such an inspiration, using up all your scraps and stuff. I have projects coming up. I've started a scrap bag. So we just, all kinds of images, whatever makes you happy. And this is a adding machine tape / old cash register tape. I think it's the size for either one. But that's the whole thing. And I'm going to glue down some of these edges. We've got some flappy edges. But that will be it for tonight, you guys. So we've decided the next sale is going to be the weekend of, I think, the 15th. I love the tiny. I thought it was gonna be harder than it is. What happened? Oh, do you have a channel, Amanda? If you have a channel, we'd be happy to share a link. If I can make you a moderator temporarily. Next sale is the 15th or the 16th, and then the 29th or the 30th. Those are going to be our sale dates. And we'll be, tomorrow's Friday. We'll be on for Friday, you guys. I think we're jelly printing. I think we're going to do some jelly printing. Thanks for coming in, Bonnie. It's always great to get to hang out with you. Well, if you're just starting out, this is a good way to get some people over to have a view. I'm going to temporarily make you a moderator. Okay, type something in and see if you come up blue. Once you're blue, you feel free to put in a link. We'll stay on long enough for you to do that. I know some of the ladies will go straight over there and have a look. You're blue now. Feel free to put in a link at your leisure. I'll just be yapping my face off over here. We always like to meet new people and see what they've got going on. Doesn't hurt to spread the love, you know? And especially if you're just starting out. I know it's can be hard to. I'm going to let this sit and we'll roll out some just so we have something to look at. There we go. Oh, you're so fast. Thank you. And so we have 2 now. Feel free, ladies. Don't feel obligated, but, go check it out. If it's not for you, you haven't lost anything. But if it is for you, it is. And you know what? You never know who you're going to meet or what kind of talent they have. I love being able to meet new people and see what they do. I love to see what kind of art people, put their heart into. It's an awesome thing. So it is nice to meet you, Amanda. I will go check your channel out after this live, after I go to the potty. It's always my first stop. So thank you guys for coming in and spending a little time with me. I really, really appreciate it. I'm sorry that you came into the tail end, but it is great to meet you. Ladies, thank you so much. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives, tomorrow night, cough, cough, about 5:30 my time, 6:30, 7:30, and 8:30 across the country. Jelly printing. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you guys the happiest of crafting. Do stuff that brings you joy and have an amazing end of your week and start to your weekend. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. And that's going to be the end for us. Oh, Instagram too. I love Instagram. Yay. Thank you, Carla. One of the best moderators around. So that's it. We're going to push the button over here. There we go. Good night, ladies. The end.